That is query related operations, means how you define the operation. Now see how to write the queries. So let's go to the command and here we will write, suppose I want price, different prices are there for the products actually. I want price above 500. Then we will write like this, db dot tbl products dot find, and here the price is the field, and the price field we are configuring. Here we need to write an expression inside it. So we need to configure an expression inside it. Expression means again you have to put a curly brace there. And we put a symbol $GT, that is the greater than. And here we need to put a colon. And what is the value? Suppose greater than 500. So that is the option we have configured, and dot pretty always. Now hit enter. Now it is displaying those details. That means it is displaying the products whose price belongs, whose price is this. That means it is displaying the products whose price is having this. That means the price is greater than 500, 600, one price value. Another price is 900, only these two values. So you can put greater than, less than, and all these. How we can configure this? Let's see, these are the query options available. Yeah, these are all the query options. Greater than or equal, less than or equal, equal. So generally for why? Because these are operations not allowed, directly operations not allowed. Let's go to the graphical mode. So Mongo Compass, let's go to the Mongo Compass. In the Mongo Compass, let's see the same thing. You can try these commands there also. Let's see the same option here. This is the graphical one. Let's connect this, and here we are going to the shopping table. And you see TBL products is the table, click on that. And here you have the option. You see there is a filter option is available. At the top, there is given with a filter box. In the filter box, I am writing the query now. So filter box, we are defining the query. So, and the query is, suppose I said price and colon. Again, here we are defining, so $GT greater than, you see greater than or equal, greedy, which value? Suppose 500, like this. And you click on the find button, it will search and display those records. And you can see only these two records are there. These records are there. It is displayed. 3 records are there. One is, so this is 695, this is 599, and this is another option. That is the option it is displaying. You can write the queries anywhere and handle that. So this is the query, how you define and how you configure. Now the same thing here we have some more options. Generally, when you are dealing with the query options. So is my voice clear now? So it's not breaking, right? So little network issue. Fine. Okay, let's continue. So now this is one option. So we are using these queries and commands and configuring them. Actually, the operations when you are handling, we can have a condition using query operators. Condition using the query operators, we can handle a condition also using query operator. Graphical mode, you try these commands. In command mode, I will show you so that it will be more clear to see and handle it. If you want to define not equal, same $NE, that is not equal. These are options how you define, right? Here we can use the queries. Suppose regular expressions are allowed in the find. That looks good. Regular expressions are allowed. So for example, we can write regular expression. Generally, in databases, you will have SQL, we have like query. You usually have like query. So when we are using the like queries, so like generally what we do is select star from TBL products, TBL products from TBL products. So where name like. So we use the options like yes, percentile, like this we do. Actually, this is conditional by using regular expression like. That means regular expression verifying specific string. So it can be done. We can configure and define it. We can use the operators like or. So we can use operators like or. We can use the operator like in. By using in and or operators, you can handle them. Let's see one simple option. Means conditions. Actually, while writing the queries, how you can define the conditions in the query. So in the database, so we are writing db.tbl products dot find and dot pretty. So pretty. And here in this, we are adding a query. We are defining name. So suppose we have title here. Let's go to the products data, fake store API. In the fake store API products, okay, this is all the products data. You see these titles are there. Title is nothing but the name actually. The titles are nothing but the names. So men's casual. So suppose I want to define some men's casual slim fit. That is the name, casual slim fit. So I'm writing here. So title. Define the link. I'm writing. What is casual? I'm looking for men's casual. And here I'm defining men's casual and pretty and display. So you can see it is not having anything. So why? That means syntax is missing here. You see, this is the men's casual. We want multiple options to display again, multiple options to display. So that means we need to put that in the codes. This is string. We need to keep that in the code. Numbers you can directly type. So now you see there is no men's casual because actually its name is, this is the name you have to search, men's casual slim fit. So that is the name, men's casual slim fit. We are looking for men's casual slim fit. Slim fit. So like this, I will tell you various queries. It will show you that. That means it will display whether that name in. You can add multiple now. So men's casual slim fit, it is going to display that. In operator will verify whether it is present there or not, and it will return. Suppose multiple also you can add. Suppose another option is another simple one we will take. These are very lengthy titles here we are having for the products. Suppose another title. Oh, these are all lengthy. So let's take it simple. So title is a little simple. That's easy to understand, right? We can search any categorize, any category also. Okay, so here let's see the title here. I think that is the shortest one. We have the title. Okay, suppose this is women's, some another one is there. You can define some multiple. So I'm adding this, and I put a comma here. So comma, and I am searching for one more option, that is, and we hit enter. It is going to display those two products. It is going to access and display those two products. You can search by any field. You can search by any field. I'm just giving you these options, So title, or you can search for price. You can search for ID, any reference you can give. In operator, it should match with both of them. In operator, it should match with both of them. Multiple options you can search. That means you can write the queries. For example, I want electronics category greater than 500. Like that, we need to search. That means category is electronics and greater than 500. Electronics category greater than 500. You can add the queries. Or you can use or. That means you want category electronics or price greater than 500. You can write like that. So how you can configure that? db.tbl products, tbl products dot find dot pretty, and how you use the or operation here. Generally for or operator, so we need to add an expression here. So we have to write $or. So $or. We need to configure $or, and here we need to define the query. So here we need to write the query. That means here, so name. So that is some title. Title is, or say category, right? Say category. Category is some electronics. So we are defining, and we can use the multiple options. That is one expression. Another expression is a price. We can define price. Price, that is lower capitalization, be careful, right? Price, how much? So you have to define the price. So $LT, so or GT greater than, so 500. That's how we are searching. This looks little bit complicated until you practice, because that is nothing complicated actually. The length of expression looks complex, but it's not complex. It's very simple to understand. So, or actually, see this or operator. So $or. This operator is expecting. So the query where you can define multiple expressions. Here we have to write expression 1 and a comma. So we have to define expression 2. That means out of these two expressions, any one matching, it will display. That is or. So in operation, what will happen is in. So when you are defining in operation, usually in operation, what we have to define, just we need to define the values. That means here we need to define the value 1. So, and you define value 2. Like this we can add. That is how the in option works. And expression we are writing in this way. Expression, again, how you write in the square brace when you write expression. So here we write some $GT. That means greater than. And again, we have to put the value like this. So greater than how much the value is, some 500. We this in with and displaying, right? Options used for searching and displaying the data. We need to put another expression to close actually. This is the expression and that is the previous expression, the find. Let's write the find command. Okay, db dot tbl products dot find, okay, dot pretty, and how you write the or expression, dollar or. We need to define the expression dollar or, and here colon. So you put the option category. Category is what? Electronics. Electronics is the category. Out and close that expression inside this curly brace. This is expression 1. Okay, fine. After that, second expression. Then again, you need to put this second expression. In the second expression, price. So what is the price? So price will have again the value to be defined. What is the price value to be defined? Price value is so dollar LT. So that means GT greater than how much value? Suppose 500. That's how we need to configure and put an expression end here. That's how we need to define. So this is the expression we need to configure and define. This is looks lengthy, but it is not lengthy. So this is generally how the operations are configured and how the operations are defined. So this is searching based on multiple categories and displaying multiple categories. Here something, this curly brace should be at the end because we need to put this or here little. Yeah, we need to keep this entire or in an expression. That is find is expecting an expression. Yeah, that is how we have to define and hit enter. It gets the resultant display. Electronics, and it is greater than 500. It will show the products electronics, the greater than 500. We can search based on such conditions and you can define based on the condition. We can also use regular expression in searching. We can also use the regular expression in searching. So regular expression in searching is, again, we already know JavaScript regular expressions. You can configure them. So db.tbl products, but regular expression means, so find, I'm writing here. So how to get all the products whose name starts with N or S or so other characters, so or some other specific regular expression. That depends on how you write the regular expression inside this query. How you define regular expression. Generally, I'm writing, so suppose I am defining, suppose name. So this is title. And regular expression, you know that regular expression is written in 2 slashes, double slash. This is completely JavaScript based. So regular expression in 2 slashes. And here I am writing, suppose in the regular expression I am configured. That means it should exactly match or it should contain specific. So we are writing the regular expressions. And how to write regular expression already you know that. So regular expression you already know. That means products with the title. So some specific title you are looking for, some specific character you are looking for. You can access and you can use it. So for example, I am using so dollar. So here I am defining like men's. I am searching like this. And it will get all the men's related information. Men's cotton jacket, men's casual slim fit, all these men's related information it will display. So we can search simply based on these queries. That means we can write the queries and we can configure the queries in this. We can put the regular expression. That means it's starting with mens. It's having mens. Once it is having mens, it will display that, and you don't need to type entire title. You can just use your regular expression. And generally, actually, already we know that regular expression you can write in any way. That means you can put all your regular expression related options. You can write the meta characters. You can write the quantifiers. So whatever JavaScript based regular expression you have learned, you can define them. You can configure and use. And it will display only which is matching that regular expression and show that. That is generally working with regular expression, how the regular expression works and how it is going to handle. This is very important in reading the values and displaying the values. We will use this in our applications. So we are just learning how to write them. In server-side programming, these queries we have to write to filter the data, get the data, and display the data. First, if you know how the queries are written, then we will implement these queries in example. But that example we have to design later, because to design example, first you have to learn all these important. So in the document, so MongoDB notes, I will upload some more examples and practice related exercises, queries, those you try in different conditions, how to act for you to handling the query. So it is completely JavaScript to handle them. So that is one important while working with the collections. So you have learned how we can create tables, insert records into tables and query by using SQL. You can see physically it looks like a table, but it is not tabular based data. Na? It is document oriented database. Na? Here you will see all the records in a JSON form only, right? You will not see like a table. It will display in a JSON form only. That's what you have seen that, right? It is completely JavaScript based. In your general Oracle or MySQL like databases, you will see like table. You will see like a table, but here we don't see like a table, just like a JSON file, JSON. Just what we have to do is through server side technologies, we have to query this and display like table. That we will do in jQuery or anywhere you can consume that and you can present it. That we are going to see. This is how we can read the records and manage the records. Next important, after understanding how we can read and insert, next update the records, updating, deleting. These are the operations you have to learn. Actually, you need to learn the operations. We call that as while working. That means CRUD is create and read, update, and delete. These are the important things you need to know in database. And this we have to implement through an application in the front end actually. First, we have to learn how the queries are created, how we can update, how we can modify the documents in collection, how we can manage them. Let's see. For that, actually, to update records, we have three important commands. So you have update one, that is the command. You have update many, that is another command. So you have replace one. These are the commands used for updating. How we can update any particular record? Suppose you want to change the price, you want to change the titles, something you want to change. Then how you can update? Actually, for that, db dot collection name, you need to define the collection name and a dot. So update, if you want to update many, you can write many or update one. And here you have to define. So an update operator, first you have to write the query update operator. You need an update operator. So what are update operators? I will tell you now. We need an update operator colon, and you have to tell the field name. So field and what value to update. Which field, what value. That's what you have to write. That means using an update operator, you can handle that. So MongoDB update operator, MongoDB update operator. So operators are present, but very commonly used update operator, very popularly used update operator is $set. This is one update operator. $set is an update operator. Not only $set, there are so many other update operators available, we can use them. Other update operators like you have an operator called current date. So it is used to set the value as current date. That means it is used to update date type values. So it will replace existing date with current date. This is only for dates, only for date value if you want to do. Now another important is we have an operator called inc. This is for increment actually. So increment. That means, for example, so price is 500. I want to increment by more 500. That means already some price may be there. All the records must be updated. That means wherever electronics are there, I want to increment 500. So that means I want to add some 500 for all the, then you can just use inc, that is for incrementing the values. If you want, so define minimum value. That means if the field value is below the specific range, then I want to update. That means I want to update all the fields whose price is less than 500. Then we can use the operator min. That means minimum 500. Greater than 500, I can use max. I want to change the field name. To change the field name, you have to use $rename. Rename is used to change field name. It is used to change the field name. That means you can change the field name for the records, and you can replace the field name with a new name. You can configure that by using it. But these are very, if you want to remove any specific field, you have to use unset. $unset is for removing any specific field. It is for removing any specific field. So these are important actually array types of, because if any field contain array, I will create another table and show you with array type. If currently our products table don't have any array, if there is an array type data and into the array you want to add some values, then actually you can use array functions also. Like you can use like pop, that means remove. So you can use like push, array methods. You can use like slice. You can use like sort. These are used if the field contains arrays. If the field contains arrays, we can handle and we can use them. So that is how we can manage filtering and how we can update the values. So let's see one simple example. That means actually we need to define update command in this way. Finally, we need to write the update command in this way. First, update operator, field and value. That is what. Before that, which one to update you have to tell. Which one to update you have to tell. That means here, first we have to write the find query. First we have to write the find query, and after finding, then update. This is how it works. We need to first find the record and update that record. That is how we are going to do, how we are going to manage. That means find it first, then update with specific value. That's what we have to define. So this is actually update option. So that is update. Let's see here how we can manage, how we can handle that. So for example, you see now, I want to update the record. So that means update the record. So let's go to db.tbl products. First here already table is there. Now. Let's see. In this table, means in this data, because it is coming from, we copied this data, that's why we are using it. Men's casual slim fit. Its ID is 4. This product ID 4, I need to change the price to 1500. Price I want to change to 1500. I want to just display 1500 price. For ID 4, I want to change price 1500. Then how you do? db.tbl products dot, so update one record, not all, update one. Update mini when we want all to update with the same value. We don't want to update all with the same value, only one. And here, what is the query? First find query. First find query is ID colon 4. That is the find query. Okay. After that, we have to call that as 50, some